Hi everyone, welcome to another Techie Prepper video. I was poking around in the forums, as I sometimes do, and there was a comment made by somebody in regards to buying multiple items to prep, and I saw that they got flamed kind of hard. People were coming down on them, and I don't know why. So I figured I would do a video because there's a lot of misconceptions when it comes to preppers and prepping. Some of the negative connotations that come with prepping and being a prepper is that you're waiting for the zombie apocalypse, you're buying bunkers, you're burying a shipping container in your backyard. There are those fringe people, but that's not necessarily the case with most preppers. Most preppers are preparing basically for the loss of a job, for an emergency such as COVID, right? Preppers may have had 5 packages of toilet paper and stuff, and they were ready for that situation. Or if there's a hurricane, right? Or a blizzard or something, and you're stuck in your house, or you're without power for a couple days. That's really what you're prepping for. You prep for all kinds of different circumstances so that you have the necessary items and skills to get you through those hard times without having to rely on help from other people, nonprofit organizations, the government, stuff like that, right? So it's basically, I think of it as an insurance policy. You have insurance policies for your car in case you get in an accident and you can't drive your car. They'll generally give you a loaner car for a while. You have homeowners insurance, you have life insurance, you have health insurance. Just in case something goes wrong, those resources are there to help get you through, right? And then these days, we're also dealing with inflation. So prepping and fighting inflation have a nice overlap. There's a bit of an overlap there. So basically, if you're buying and prepping today, buying these items, you're buying them at today's cost. So if you use them 6 months or a year from now, you pay today's price, and who knows what the price may be later. It may go up $1, it may go up $2, depending on what it is, right? So it's also a way to hedge against inflation by prepping, right? So now you can go crazy. Let me start with a disclaimer. Please do not spend beyond your means to acquire a bunch of stuff today to use later down the road. Stay within your budget. Now, some people do go a little crazy. I've been guilty of this in the past, trust me. I have 3 freezers behind me and they're all full of meat, veggies, stuff like that, right? And there was a time during COVID where you could not find a freezer. And I thought, if one of my freezers goes down, I'm in big trouble because I have hundreds of dollars worth of meat in each one of them, or food. So I went out and I bought one. I bought an extra freezer. It's sitting right adjacent to the camera. It's over there. You can't see it right now, but I bought an extra 5 cubic foot freezer for $129. Now today, if I went to buy that, I've seen it as high as $169. Generally goes for about $149. So I'm ahead of the game on it, but that was a big capital outlay, right? I had to spend money to get that. So, and that was kind of an impulsive thing because I was a little afraid that if my freezer went down, I wouldn't be able to find one. So I got one, stuck it in the corner. I do that with some large scale items as well. But that being said, the best way to start is on consumables that you use around the house. Now, consumables is just kind of a fancy business term, right, for items that you use one time and then they're either consumed, right, you can't use them anymore, or you throw them away afterwards. So since we're talking about consumables, let me just throw this in real quick because these videos are kind of consumable, right? Something will come out, I'll come out with a new video and I'll knock this one to the back of the line. So if you like this video, please like it. If you like the video, also please subscribe so you'll know when I have new ones coming out. And as always, most importantly, if you found something helpful in this video, and if you think it can help somebody that you know and love, please share it with them. So the first consumable is obviously food. Okay, so I'm not going to cover that a lot in this video. I'm going to cover some of the more lesser known items around your house. But a good way to start is to have at least 72 hours or a week's worth of food. And the best way to do that, like I mentioned earlier, is to buy one extra every time you go out if you can afford it. If you're buying 1 can of soup, buy an extra can of soup, put it in your pantry, and then just kind of build on that as you go. and then you'll build up a nice 72-hour or week-long surplus of food. Now, an important thing is, if you're going to be buying this extra stuff, allot some space for this stuff in your house or your apartment, okay? If you're in an apartment, space is tight, clear some space on top of the fridge, maybe under a bed somewhere, in a corner, but allot for some space so that when you buy the stuff, you have a place to put it and you'll know where it all is. So today I'm going to show you some of the basic examples and a few more obscure or lesser known items that I realized eventually that I was using all the time, and I figured I could save some money if I bought a couple extra here or there. So everybody is familiar with the COVID toilet paper debacle, right? So I had toilet paper stocked up when COVID hit. Didn't mean that I didn't need to replace some because I didn't have enough. Eventually I had to go out and get some more, but it was nice because it got me through the spells where the store didn't have any in stock. Then I would use what I had, and then when they came back in stock, I would replenish it, right? And the same thing with paper towels. One thing that I realized was flossers, okay? I happen to be a member of Costco, and they had the placards on clearance. Generally, this is $750 per package, and generally that would go for about $15. I think they were on clearance or they were being discontinued, and I got them for, I think, like $5.50 or something like that per box. So I went and grabbed 3 boxes. I've already burned through one. You might be thinking, what do I need 1,500 flossers for? But I use 1 or 2 of these a day. So I have them here, ready to go. And if I went out and bought them today, this would cost me, back up $15, $20 for this box, and I got it for a little over $5. So that's money saved right there. Now I'm going to go speculative on you. So reading through the forums and stuff, as I generally do in my free time when I have it. It's few and far between that I have free time, but if I'm standing in line or something, I'll poke around the forums. And I heard that aluminum was going to be in shortage, so I bought a couple rolls, big rolls, of aluminum foil. Now, that, like I said, it was purely speculative. I still see it in the stores. I don't see a shortage, but you know what? It doesn't matter because I'm going to use this aluminum foil eventually. It's not going to go to waste. It's not a wasteful purchase because I will eventually use it. It's just going to sit on the shelf for a while. And what I paid for it today, I guarantee you, is not going to be the price that it's going to be selling for within a year. Maybe 20 cents more. It may be $2 more, I don't know, but I'll probably have saved some money. And like I said, it's not a wasteful purchase because I will use it eventually. The other item I have here is soap. Now, I do generally use body wash, but I saw this was on sale, so I grabbed a couple packs of it and I stored it away. So if my favorite body wash ever goes out of business or they're out, supply chain issues, whatever, I'll have this to fall back on. And when I bought it, like I said, it was on sale. Toothpaste. Everybody uses toothpaste, right? So this I think I got on clearance for 25 cents, believe it or not. And I'll talk more about that later, trying to get clearance deals. I bought these 2-pack for 25 cents. I bought like 8 or 10 packs. I gave a couple away. I saved 5. I gave some to family, some to friends at work and stuff. I have these sitting there, so I don't need toothpaste for a while. I can just use that. Okay, the hair product. Okay, I don't have a lot of hair. As you can see, it's very short, but when it gets a little longer between cuts, I need something to hold it in place. Now, I would pay generally a little over $5 for this at one of the department stores. I was going through Ollie's, which is kind of like Big Lots. And I found this for, I think it was like $1.25. So I bought 4 or 5 of them. I burned through 2 of them already. I have 3 of them ready to go. And like I said, you can go out and spend $5.50 for it, or if you come across it for $1 or $2, buy a couple of them, store them away, because that's money saved down the line. Same thing with deodorant. I have antiperspirant deodorant. Now, sometimes you will get burned. I actually bought this, and the smell kind of makes me a little sick. I don't really like it that much, and I won't probably use this unless there's an emergency. But if there's an emergency, you know what, I'll put up with it because I'd rather smell a little bit like this than really funky, you know what I mean? So this is just getting stored away for an emergency. But if it wasn't for the smell bothering me, you know, I would have 3 things of deodorant ready to go. So another item is toothbrushes. Generally, I use the battery-operated Oral-B toothbrushes, but I found these Walmart brand. I'd never seen them in the store before. I was looking for my typical toothbrush that I usually use, and I saw these, and I was like, well, you know what, I'll give them a try. Brought a pack home to try them. I like the way they work, and they were about half the price of my Oral-Bs. So I bought a couple packs of them. So I have these stored away. I mean, generally they'll last me, you know, a couple months for each one. So I have toothbrushes for the next 6 to 8 months. So these are just little items, but the cost savings will add up over time, trust me. Now here's one that's a little outside the box. I have 3 cars in my household that I maintain. Now, I do the routine maintenance on them. I'm not a mechanic, I'm an engineer, I'm not a mechanic. So you put me in a spot where I have to fix a car, I'll give it a shot, but chances are it may go horribly wrong. But I can change the oil, change the spark plugs and that type of thing. So the one thing that I noticed, I generally buy the 5-quart oil containers at Walmart, and I noticed over the last 6 months or so, when I went in there, I couldn't find my weight, the weight of oil that I need. I was like, God, you know, I tried a couple different stores, and the oil department was just like wiped out. I'm not sure why, but it was wiped out. So I said, you know what? I'm going to get ahead of the game here. They went on. I noticed they went on sale. I actually bought them online, so I went to the website, and they had them in stock. I ordered multiple oil filters for each car and multiple air filters for each car. So I have enough oil and filters to make 2 oil and 2 filter changes on each of the vehicles, just in case the supply chain breaks down, oil prices go through the roof, I can't find it in my local store. It's nice to have that stuff sitting by. And like I said, it's not a wasteful purchase because prices will only go up on it. I can almost guarantee that. So the price I pay today is going to be less than the price I pay 6 months from now. And I don't have to worry about actually finding it. One of the cars takes 5W20, and I had a hard time finding that in any stores. So those are just some of the items that I kind of found that maybe are a little obscure. You don't think about buying multiples of them, but it can save you money to do so. Now I mentioned earlier about finding clearance items, like I said, 25 cents for 2 tubes of toothpaste. Colgate, you know, it's a name brand. So these deals can be had. They're out there. And the best way that I can think of to do it that I use is obviously check your sales flyer. If you have friends or family with Costco, Sam's Club, any of those memberships, you know, tag along with them. Also, one of the tips is you can actually ask them, give them $100 to buy a gift card. And I know at Costco, if you have a gift card, they'll actually let you shop. So you send, you know, $100 with your sister or your brother. The next time they go to Costco and say, hey, buy me a gift card, and then you can go, once they give you the gift card, you can go there anytime you want and shop for that $100. And where I found the best deals are social media groups and forums. There are a bunch, especially on Facebook. There are you know, groups or pages that are, there's like Walmart clearance deals, you know, Target clearance deals in general, sales, freebies, stuff like that. So look for those. There's some that are kind of reputable, some that maybe just put stuff up to post so they have content, so you have to be kind of careful with that. And if you do find them, don't run out to the store, waste your time and your gas money going there. Make yourself a list. Next time you actually go there to buy something that you need, take your list and go through and check in the store, because sometimes, honestly, if the group says there's a clearance deal, you go there, it's probably about, you got a 25 to 40% shot that it's actually going to be there in the stock. So don't waste your time and effort going there just for 1 or 2 specific clearance items. Wait till you actually have a purpose to go there and then check your list and see if any of those are available. So I know this video might have been a lot to take in. It's just me sitting here talking, and usually I'm showing something a little technical, but you know, I call myself the techie prepper, so all the techie toys in the world won't help you if you start stinking. and you need to take a shower or you need to brush your teeth. So these are things that you have to look at too. You have to look at as a holistic practice, right? So yeah, so I hope this video helped you. I apologize if I was speaking a little quickly and you couldn't keep up with me. I have a tendency to do that sometimes when I get caffeined up, and I'm on the green tea today because I have a dentist appointment, and last thing I want to do is go to the dentist and put them through, coffee breath or anything like that. So anyways, that's it for this video. I'll have another one coming out soon, so I hope you watch it. Thanks, and see you later. Bye.